What up, my fellow Knicks fans? This is your guy Marcellus Ease, and don't panic quite yet. Now in this segment right here, we'll be taking a look at Immanuel Quickley's playmaking ability, as this season will be very unique for Quickley as he's approaching a similar situation to Tyrese Maxey. But can he show that he can take another step up, not as far as his scoring, but as far as his playmaking ability for other guys on the court? How well can he fit alongside Brunson at times? Can he be that catch and shoot guy from time to time? As well as how effective his dribble penetration will be as far as getting other guys looks, such as a cutting Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. But we'll take a look at a few things he'll be judged on heading into this new contract. But I'm not going to say no more. Let's get to it.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
So Immanuel Quickley this season, just like Tyrese Maxey, he's going to have to prove that he could be a playmaker and help other guys get their shots off, as he's going to make a move right here and gain entry right here to the high post. And him being a scorer, he's going to instantly draw some gravitational pull towards him, as a lot of defenders are going to start noticing him. Great move by Quickley right here. We're going to need more of this right there, that entry point right here to the high post. Look at the gravitational pull that he has. 1, 2, 3. Even Horford kind of leaned in a little bit more. And it's going to get RJ Barrett an open shot right here. We're going to need more of this from Quickley. Look at RJ. Look at the gravitational pull towards Quickley. Look at that. Now Horford's backing up because the pass is already made. But even Horford was looking and he kind of leaned in more. That leads to the nice shot by RJ. And with this tie game right now, 86-86, we're going to see him kind of try to make a pass right here, but no one's open. Mitch sort of grabs the pass here, but a shot attempt was really shaky. But we're going to go back to see exactly what reads and what could have happened that could have led this possession in a more positive direction. Now, once again, it's tie game right here. And notice Jrue Holiday, that's actually marking DiVincenzo. He is going to stunt as soon as Quickley comes in here. And this is the difference between guys like Quickley and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson will read that stunt. And also, it would be up to Donte DiVincenzo to move over and make himself more available so that pass could be made to him. But we're going to see Jrue Holiday once again. Pay attention to Jrue. He's going to stunt. He's going to show his hand right here. When he stunts, either DiVincenzo should move higher or he should move in a direction where Quickley could actually see him to make that pass. Because once Quickley gets up to like right here, he should be making a bounce pass to DiVincenzo to shoot the three. Or, I don't know, Al Horford seems like he's trying to intercept the pass. Sometimes maybe even Josh Hart, he can make himself more widely available. So that way Horford doesn't steal this pass here. Right here, you see? Someone should be right here in his vision. Someone should be right here. Either Josh Hart should have been there or DiVincenzo. Somebody should have moved over, because even this pass right here is still even doable for Jrue Holiday to steal. So someone should have moved over a little bit, make himself more available. But Quickley had nothing going on, because it's not entirely his fault, but it's just lack of off-ball movement by our guys. All right, so once again, it's crunch time. We're down by 1, and we got Brunson and Quickley on the floor at the same time. And I'm not sure how Tibbs actually interprets possessions like this where the ball doesn't even move. But Quickley on the season, he is on point. You know, as he does like a little step back here, but it's just no flow to this offense like that. I'm not sure how the Knicks even look at possessions like this, especially approaching under 5 minutes left in the game and we're just down by 1. But Quickley nails it. Once again, he's going to have more shot creation and kind of get others involved, because we already have Jalen Brunson to do that on a much higher level, as he's actually reading defenders on who's trying to double team, who gets open afterwards. But Quickley, to start off the season, he's red hot, but I'm not sure how much money the Knicks are willing to divvy out to someone that does what Brunson does, just on a tier below. This season, we're going to see how Quickley manages some of these lineups with Hartenstein, RJ, DiVincenzo, and Josh Hart. He's got to get to the high post more because he's going to create more gravitational pull from other players, and he's going to create opportunities and open shots for other guys. As we're going to see him here operate through the screen, I would like to see Quickley take a better step next to Josh Hart, kind of have the defender trailing him more. But he's going to get into his sweet spot, this area right here, right into the highest post. He's right almost to the high post, but he's around the elbow. You see the gravitational pull? Quickley draws. Look at DiVincenzo, is open. RJ might be able to get something off if the defender stunts even more. But this is what Quickley's there. You see the defender stunts right here. RJ can get something off. Quickley has a chance to go in, or if he wants, he can make a quick dump pass to RJ, or find DiVincenzo, nice bounce pass, or just, you know, a straight zip pass. But things can happen here. Things can even happen. If Josh Hart starts to move towards this direction, he could be open also. But I love to see Quickley get to the high post or the elbows a lot more instead of the isolation kind of one-on-one step back three that he loves to do from out here. But this is where Quickley is going to take the next step up for the Knicks. And if he plays next to Brunson, it would be great to see him do that alongside Brunson when Tibbs kind of mixes the lineups, when he's kind of subbing guys in and out. That little like 5-minute stretch where it's Quickley and Brunson playing out there. I love to see Quickley penetrate like this more, because eventually this is going to be Brunson right here wide open, or he could be up here wide open. So right here, as we take a look at Quickley, this is one of my issues with him right here. Right there. He gave up his dribble. Brunson rarely gives up his dribble, and that's something that I'll love to see Quickley this season actually work on and actually look to create more. I mean, just you know, this little pump fake after not even one pass was made in this whole possession. Quickley just goes to a step back and fake shot. We know he's trigger happy, but he's got to find a way to kind of have a hezzy where he doesn't give up his dribble right here. That's going to help him elevate. Even when he enters the lane, just kind of pretend like you're going to shoot like Brunson. Brunson is a master at that. He kind of does this hesitation where you don't know if he's about to shoot or he's about to take another dribble, where he takes like a quick dribble and then a long dribble. And in that long dribble, he gives it illusion that he's about to take a shot up. I love to see Quickley get more into that bag. But yeah, this is one of Quickley's issues right here. Just gives up his dribble too fast, and sometimes it leads to a double team where he just has to chuck up a shot. Once again, this season, Quickley will be judged on how he gets his second unit involved in the action, and a lot of that has to do with him maintaining his dribble. As right here, you're gonna see him just quickly give it up, and he gives it up in the high post, which if he just held on and just maintained, similar to Brunson, man, he could have made something happen. Like, he did a good job here maintaining it, but look, he gave it up right there. Ugh, why did he give it up so sudden? And look at, now he's just stuck right here. See? And it kind of leads to a desperation pass to someone that's not even open. And look, had he maintained it, maybe, who knows, he could have drawn some attention. And you got DiVincenzo over here. See, these are the differences between him and Brunson. And with Quickley this season, if he can get guys involved in a second unit, I think that would help him kind of transition into having longer minutes with the starting unit alongside Brunson. But right now, Quickley is just pretty much ISO and just step back or just through the legs and shoot. Now this right here is exactly what the Knicks need Immanuel Quickley this season to execute on, especially to create for other guys. As you're going to see multiple things happen here at once. Fake dribble handoff to Dante that leads right into an Isaiah Hartenstein screen. And Dante is going to go straight downhill from here. And Quickley is going to make the beautiful pass. Look at this pass right here. Leads to the Dante DiVincenzo layup. Well, let's take a look at that again. Look at Isaiah Hartenstein right here. The fake handoff leads right into the screen. A lot of confusion. Multiple actions happening here at once. And Dante DiVincenzo right to the cup. These are the plays, man, that the Knicks got to execute more of. And this is exactly what we need from Immanuel Quickley besides the scoring. The isolation plays and scoring is cool, but we're really going to need him to get other guys going just like this. All right, so with the bench unit and Immanuel Quickley being the general, this is a great combination of Immanuel Quickley reading Evan Mobley's body language and also Isaiah Hartenstein just making the proper off-ball movements. As we're going to see it play out here. Off this screen, Evan Mobley, he's dropping back, but he's helping, but he's almost getting in Quickley's path just in case Quickley tries to pull up. And Isaiah Hartenstein is going to roll out, man. This is actually perfect, and Quickley is going to make the read to make the pass, bounce pass to Hartenstein. And then Hartenstein makes it happen to, of course, Mr. DiVincenzo. And this is a beautiful play by the bench unit. We need to see more of this, man. More ball movement by the bench unit. So here's a perfect play of Jalen Brunson maintaining his dribble. As we're going to see, 3 guys right here. And even 4. Look all the guys he's pulling in, but he's still going to maintain his dribble. Something I love to see Quick do when he's around the elbows. Look at Brunson still keeping dribble, still keeping the ball alive. I love to see Quickley once he gets to the high post or just anywhere around the elbows. In the high post, I would love to see him just maintain his dribble there or draw the same gravitational pull and see who's open, see who's making their cuts, see what happens. Now this is the kind of penetration I want to see more of Quickley. Look at that. He's trying to weave off a pesky defender in Levert. Him and Hartenstein just working together. Okay, gonna throw another screen. And look how quickly he steps into the screen. He's gonna step in right here and just try to keep Levert behind him. And he's gonna, you know, zigzag his way into the lane and maintain his dribble up until this point until he just lays the ball up. But look at Quickley, this step right here. This step in right here. It's perfect. Perfect. You want to leave Levert trailing you. Perfect. And you slow him down. Now you could burst. Maintains his dribble. Look at all the options that open up. Look at McBride. He's open because his defender is about to stunt. And also Quickley has options of just going up and taking an easier shot instead of some of them crazy step backs. Look at that. Now his defender stunts. And it's an easier shot for Quickley. Once again, we got to get more of this. Where Quickley takes a beautiful step. Yes, take a tighter step after that screen, man. Leave that defender trailing right behind you. And just leaves more options for that gravitational pull, man. All these defenders are going to be focused on Quickley. So I love to see this from Quickley. Just going into the lane, stepping into that defender, leaving him trailing behind him right there. Quickley is looking for his options. I love the extra dribbles. He's taking longer dribbles right here, just seeing his options, and he finally just decides to take a shot. Let's look at it again. Look at Quickley. Look at Quickley right here. Right here. Look at that. He's trying to figure out what. Love him just looking at his. I just like the fact that he's looking at his options, and he's inside the paint. At least he's trying to get to the high post or just somewhere in the paint to see what exactly is his options. And I love it. It's much better than him just settling for these step back threes from time to time. So when the 3-point shot is not falling for Immanuel Quickley, sometimes, you know, I just like him to be a little self-aware, like Jalen Brunson right here, as the 3-point shot is not falling for him. But look, he passes it up. He keeps his dribble. He's looking to see who's open. What's going on here? He's been killing the Bucks from mid-range throughout this whole game. He's just killing them from this whole area. Gets into that high post area, sees what's going on. Nothing is going on still. He doesn't have a shot available as Giannis is right in front of him. So he's going to dribble right into this defender right here, draw him in, so he can at least get Josh Hart an open shot. I would love to see Quickley just sort of have these type of habits. You see, he's only going to gather himself up. He's going to only stop his dribble, once he dribbles right into that defender to draw him in, and Josh Hart is his target. To get him that, get him a little spacing for that shot. Even though Josh Hart doesn't hit it, but you guys kind of get the premises of what I'm showing here. Just Brunson just not giving up that dribble. Getting into that high post area. At least he sees what's potentially opening up. Guys maybe making cuts. Something could be happening. But anytime Quickley, Brunson, Randall, they get into the high post, they get into the elbows, they get anywhere even around the block, things tend to open for other guys as they start to make their cuts in. Guys sometimes get open. But when we settle for threes at times, especially when we're cold, it kind of makes us a little stagnant, a little predictable. Now, when Tibbs is working through his substitutions, we get a quick spurt of just a Quickley and Brunson lineup. And as Tibbs, sometimes he continues to rotate these lineups to a point where it becomes Quickley, Brunson, and just the original starting cast. But when he starts rotating the starters back in from the bench unit, we get to see Brunson and Quickley operate with that unit. And let's take a look at Quickley right here. I love what he does. As remember, once again, I love when Quickley begins to get to the high post. Things open up. Maintain that dribble. Yes. Look at that. Look at the gravitational pull. Look at that gravitational pull. 1, 2, 3 defenders. This defender here is starting the hedge. Look at that gravitational pull. And then Quickley has an easier shot. And that's his bag right there as he gets the N1 here. Now, Jalen Brunson right here makes a good move. He maintains his dribble. Look at all the attention he's getting. Maintains his dribble. Now, when he gets up to this point here, should have been making a move already. Dante should have been creeping up right here. We know he loves to chuck it from a distance. He should have been creeping up to be in Brunson's line of sight. And then Quickley should begin to start creeping this way. But look at the gravitational pull out of the high post. I love to see Quickley, get into this bag. This is the next evolution of Quickley, when he begins to get 7-6 assists per game, like every game more consistently, where he's consistently setting guys up and making things happen with that bench unit when he gets into his isolation bag. But even Quick right here, you could begin to start nudging over. But overall, the Knicks off-ball movement at times, I wish guys just, kind of anticipating, setting themselves up, putting themselves in a prime position where they could be in the line of sight for a pass. Josh Hart is open here. He finds Josh Hart. Let's look at that one more time. Okay, so Brunson makes his move. See right here. Look at Chris Middleton. He's fully paying attention to Brunson. He might as well fully just commit. But he's kind of still looks like he's stunting halfway. But right here, DiVincenzo begin to creep up, man. Begin to creep up, and Quickley should begin to creep up. Oh, you know what? Quickley not yet, because Josh Hart is right here occupying this space. But Josh Hart seems like he's making his cuts here. So let's just see how this plays out. See, DiVincenzo already should have been creeping right here. He should be up to here by now. And by the time Brunson gets right in the middle right here around the high post, he should be lined up right in Brunson's line of sight to give him options. So now he has Josh Hart cutting here, and DiVincenzo, his great off-ball movement, led him right here into his line of sight. See, but look where DiVincenzo is at. See, if Josh Hart wasn't open, this pass would be much harder to make. Look at Chris Middleton. He's in the way. He's in the way. But if DiVincenzo was here, look where Middleton is at. Yeah, Quickley begins to get into position. Quickley's fine here. But the next evolution of Quickley, especially to run with the starters, is to get into that bag of just getting to this area more consistently, and from possession to possession, throwing teams off where Quickley's handling the rock, and Brunson kind of returns to his shooting guard role that he played in Dallas, alongside Luka, where he's getting spot up shots and, you know, he's making his cuts to the rim. And then in the next possession, Brunson will go back to his isolation play where he's one-on-one maybe on the weak side versus a weaker defender. Like, the Knicks can actually begin to be more unpredictable on the offensive end. But this season will be interesting to see what looks are going to be around when Brunson and Quickley's out on the floor at the same time. I just might like the Hartenstein Quickley pick and roll action a lot more. Look at this nice setup by Quick. He's acting like he's going to step into a jump shot and make that nice bounce pass. Ooh, we need more of this from Quickley. Let's see that again. Nice pick from Hartenstein. Ooh, nice pick. And we need Randall. Hartenstein need to holler at Randall, man, to show him how to set some of these screens. And then right into that jump shot. Look at it. Plants his 2 feet. Makes it seem like he's taking a jump shot. Caught the slow-footed Brook Lopez off guard completely. But definitely, we need Quickley this season to take that kind of Tyrese Maxey leap, where you could become that guy to be getting about anywhere from 7 to 10 assists a game. Can you set other guys up? Can you be that gravitational pull to draw defenders to get other guys involved on your team? Immanuel Quickley getting guys involved as he's going to draw James Harden in here with this step back fake 3. Off this screen from Mitch. Look at this step back fake 3. Might have been a travel right there. Wow. The referees didn't see it. That step back looked like 2 step backs. But right there, he drew James Harden in. James Harden with that step back 3. This is a lazy defender, I'm not going to lie, James Harden. But he drew him in. And it gives DiVincenzo some breathing room right there as he knocks down this 3. Once again, we're going to see this move right here. Draw him in. Man, I still can't tell if that's 2 steps or 1. That looked like 2 to me. It looked like a step back, step back. It looked like an old James Harden bullshit step back travel. But Quickley getting away with it right here. But yeah, once again, that little hesitation right there, it drew James Harden in. This is great to see from Quickley because this is a trait that Jalen Brunson has. He usually loves to draw other guys, defenders in, and then he quickly makes the last pass. Anytime you see Brunson give up his dribble, he already knows what he's going to do with it. But Quickley right here, being able to draw James Harden in, this is more what we're going to have to see from Quickley, especially, you know, with his contract looming, and just to see overall how the Knicks could fit him into this lineup to get him to play at least 30 minutes a game. They're going to have to mix him in with the starters. But once again, he's going to have to get other guys involved, and he's going to have to get his assist numbers to make that happen. Now, right here, you're going to see a prime example of what happens when Quickley puts his dribble down way too early. Okay, he doesn't have any room there. But watch when he puts his dribble down. Right here. Why? 6 seconds left on the clock. You're 1v1 right here. Hartenstein could roll. Take Victor out the way, but he gave up his dribble right here. So pretty much Quickley stuck. 6 seconds left on the clock. He has Hart open. And it's going to lead to a very bad possession right here. Get Hart. Right for the turnover. Let's see one more time after he gave up his dribble. Oh, he already gave it up. But at the same time, Victor was rolling along with Hartenstein. But once again, it'll be nice to see if Quickley could just maintain that dribble for a little longer until he has a better move to make. Because with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, you're pretty much 1v1. And Quickley loves to do his thing in that situation, but he didn't leave himself with that many options by just giving up his dribble. Now look what happens when Quickley stays patient. He rejects his screen. Look what happens when he maintains his dribble. 1v1. Testing out his options. Hartenstein is open. But look, other options are going to open up. Look at RJ. And look at Dante. Wide open in the corner. But Hartenstein produces a nice finish right here. But when Quickley, you know, gets in it with just penetration, options tend to open up. Let's take a look at it one more time. Rejects the screen. Hartenstein right there. Hartenstein didn't even have to put the ball on the ground to try to, like, you know, hop step over Victor. He had RJ wide open. And he had options too. If Dante eventually is going to be open right here. But at the end of the day, options open up. Let's take a look at Quickley right here off this screen. He's going to stay patient. He's looking, keeping that dribble, maintaining it. Beautiful right here, maintaining it. Now he's in. He's in the elbow. He's going to have options open up. Look at RJ. Beautiful. And RJ makes that floater right there. But you see all the options that opens up when Quickley just maintain his dribble. At least gets to the high post or just at least gets to one of the elbows. Options tend to open up, especially when they know he has that deadly floater. But nice pass to RJ. Nice just overall him staying patient. Let's look at that again. Just look at Quickley off the screen. Look at that. Nice step in. Nice step in right here. If RJ went right here to the corner, possibly could have been more open. Quickley could have baited Sochman in. Could have baited him in a little bit more. But look at that. Options open up. Maybe if RJ was already making a cut, maybe if he was already right here, bounce pass. Maybe draw a foul against Collins for RJ. But look at Quickley. Beautiful, man. Just maintaining. Now he's in. Options should open up right here, but patient. Head up. Beautiful. I'm loving this by Quickley right here. That dribble handoff going downhill. Ooh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Dribble handoff going downhill. It's rare to see that from the Knicks. Going downhill, staying patient, making sure the defender's behind him, little hezzy, and the layup finish. Yes. So right here in transition, this is what I love to see from Quickley. Doesn't settle for the three. Does not settle. Instead, he attacks. And look at Randall, wide open. But instead, Randall wide open right here. Even though he doesn't finish, I love the idea from Quickley. Now look at Quickley in this possession. Gets to the high post. He's looking for option. Nothing opens up. Still looking. Nothing opens up. Look at his movement. Nice. Finds the area to operate in. But once again, he gets into that elbow. And then he overall gets it to the paint. And options start to open up. We want to see more of this from Quickley. Nice. He's got to be that guy for us. Start looking like Tyrese Maxey over there, getting like 10 assists a game. Now right here, you're going to see Quickley operate in the weak side and do a fake dribble handoff and go straight downhill. This is executed nice. Look. Look at that. Weak side action right here. Fake dribble handoff to Evan. And he's got a clear lane to attack the hoop. Yep, right off the fake dribble handoff. And beautiful find by Julius Randle. Right here. Beautiful find to Julius Randle. Ace Randle moving off ball, right? Randle wants to foul right there. Now right here off this pick, you're going to see Quickley give up his dribble right here. Right here. He didn't have to give it up. He didn't have to give it up. There's nothing open. He's not even open. There's no options open showing for him. He's going to get kind of stuck right here. See? Trying to avoid the 3-sec. And it actually finds Evan, but he wasn't open at all. I would love to see him just maintain his dribble there. He's done it plenty of time. But, you know, once guys get, you know, in the high post area and just making their way to the elbows, guys sometimes, you know, they pick up the ball, they're stuck, they have nowhere to go. And once again, Jalen Brunson, usually by the time he gives up his dribble, he's already has a pass or shot in mind. Now right here, beautiful play by Quickley, just cutting in right here. When Randall initially gets his pass, look at Quickley, gets the pass, goes right in between the defenders, and guess who's open? Dante. If Dante keeps knocking these shots down, boy, I'm telling you, he's going to be taking minutes from Grimes. So Immanuel Quickley, to start off the season, he is red hot. And once again, we'll love to see him continue his dribble penetration, not give up that dribble, and have that ability to continue setting guys up, baiting other defenders in, while setting guys like Brunson or RJ and Randall up. And at the same time, adapting to playing with a lot of different lineups. He's kind of mixed in of course, being the leader of that second unit. But eventually, when that lineup gets rotated out, he's playing a few minutes with the starters. How well will he fit in with Brunson? His three-point shooting percentage needs to be a little bit higher. But once again, he's going into that new contract, and contracts nowadays is about what you could leverage. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not a bad start to the season. Immanuel Quickley is definitely doing his thing, and hopefully we'll get some big-time performances from Immanuel Quickley against the top-end teams throughout the league.